What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video. Okay, yesterday I had a really bad day yesterday dealing with some stupid shit from the doctor, so I didn't get a lot done yesterday, so I apologize for that. So, okay, last night about, I want to say, I don't know, 3 o'clock my time, maybe. I don't know. Honestly, it was probably closer to about 1 a.m. my time. We had a promotion pop up in the middle of the night for a mountain waterfall. A lot of you guys may have seen it already. If you haven't, all of these promotions are usually going to pop up on the left-hand corner of your screen, or they'll just do that for you, and they'll just boom, there they are. And when you click X on these, they're always available for a certain amount of time. And they pop up on the left-hand corner here, kind of where my camera button is. This one here is for the side pass that we received this week, and then these shuffle out if there's multiples. So a lot of people don't understand that, and they click on the chest and they think that's the only promotion that they have. Wait for that to cycle through like it just did, click it again, and then you'll get the other promotion that is available to you. The promotion that popped up last night at 1 a.m. my time was for a mountain building that was a waterfall. It is a 4-pointer. It doesn't tell you that on the post, I don't believe. So I just bought it so damn quick, I didn't even pay attention. It's very large, and it looks really cool, actually. I'm happy with it. The price is a little steep, but they added in a bunch of garbage for you, so that's cool. They give you 500 of the pink plum bob points. So if you're somebody who's camping and maybe in the lower leagues and couldn't add a whole lot of pink plum bob points from doing assignments, then you'll have that extra boost from, buying this. Then you also get 15 of each mountain item. Now, how is this going to affect the global market this week? I feel like a weatherman for SimCity. I seriously do. I feel like every day I wake up and I'm like, so in the SimCity weather forecast today, we're going to see a lot of mountain items with a hint of compass. Like, seriously? How fucking ridiculous. But no, seriously, on the global market, in the SimCity world, you're going to see a lot of mountain items this week on global. Because of that, I'm never going to get that out of my head. I got my stylus in my hand, like one of them clickers they use. And now we're going to go over to our screen here, and this here is the new waterfall, okay? It does not make a waterfall connection the same way that these waterfalls do, because the water doesn't actually go to the base of it. So I already tried, it doesn't do that. So for those of you who are going to ask that, doesn't do that, okay? That's how you get water past the city line, is to put something with water up against the city line that also has water to the city line. Then it kind of makes that connection for you. This building will not do that, but this is a 4-pointer building, okay? So it's very, like I said, it's very large. The train does move and it does light up, okay? For those of you who were asking about that, I'll go ahead and zoom in as far as I can, but you can see the train moving, and then at night this whole thing lights up and everything, which it does look pretty cool. It's got like a little bridgeway up here. It's got the little birds that fly over the top, and overall it looks nice. It matches good with the koala type tree thing that they've been giving us. They also gave us let's see. I was complaining that we needed more waterfalls, right? And so that's a better idea of a building. At least this one's visible, and at least it looks cool, The price is a little steep, but this is EA we're talking about here, so it's not really that big of a surprise. Okay, so this particular building, the Treetop Adventure Park, this one's actually kind of cool too, okay? It's smaller, but it is kind of cool, and I'll show you what it looks like on my map. I've been kind of moving stuff around because I know that I'm going to be placing down that pink princess castle soon. But this is the Treetop Park here. It looks like a little like child's playground kind of ordeal, like a zoo for children or something. But that's basically what that is. So you got that, and you've got, you know, the chocolate fountain was a recent thing. So they're not doing terrible on some of the newer buildings as much as they were. You know, the last couple seasons have been really, really bad. They're doing better. Not quite up to par, but better, much better. Okay, so let's talk about this pass here. What do you get in it? Many of you guys are really familiar with it since, you know, it's been here for a couple of days now. Basically, it's the same old, same old. You know, you're going to get your coins, you're going to get your tokens. Don't forget to collect this stuff before the pass ends, because it will likely not be added to your inventory. The main pass and the VU pass, they do get added to your inventory, but these side passes, I've had them not get added, so I always make sure that I collect these. Okay, the garden here, this urban garden thing or whatever, I'll show you what it looks like for those of you who haven't got it or placed it or whatever. It's not, you know, that glamorous, but it's not that horrible either, you know, so it's kind of cool. There's definitely a lot worse buildings out there, that's for sure. And then we've got that Treetop Adventure Park, and then I haven't got to the last one yet because I've been kind of slacking this week, but that one is just a May Day picnic thing, which many of you guys probably have it already, especially you comm players, because you guys should have earned up quite a few points by now. But yeah, that is the gist of this. So this is a 4-pointer for those of you who didn't hear me. I will show you it on my screen to confirm. See, 4-pointer, it's a 50% pop boost, and it's available at level 23 for purchase. So they also gave you guys some 15 of each mountain items within that purchase. So if you didn't have enough space to place it, you will be able to unlock that space to do so. But you should only unlock those spaces if you have a task in Mega. Okay? For those players that follow the Missy's Building Guide, you guys should know this already. If anything, it's some nice coins that you can bank in on. I advertised some of the mountain last night, and it actually sold. So I would, if I were you, if you did purchase this, try to get the mountain items up as soon as possible before everybody else does, right? Because the moment that that stuff hits the global market, you guys, you're not going to be able to sell yours. So sell them quickly. And then, you know, as the day progresses through in the SimCity world, you'll notice that we get that overflow of mountain into the global market. I'm never going to get over that whole weather thing, dude. That's just driving me crazy now. Okay, so the design challenge is for the beach design. Now, here's the thing with this. I noticed last night when I was kind of messing around with this that they gave us 2 islands here. So that being said, I don't think they're going to allow us to take 2 photos. I have never seen them give us 2 islands yet. So be aware of that they may not allow you to take 2 photos, because if they don't, then you're just wasting your time on one whole island, you know, and that seems really pointless. So I don't know if they did that so that you could do something, you know, and put services on one and do something cool on the other, or what the hell they were thinking, or if they're going to allow you to take a dual picture. I don't know, but just be aware of that if you build a design on either of these, that you may end up unable to photograph both of them. Okay, so that being said, I would pick one main one to focus on until you get some kind of some feedback from somebody, which will probably be me, because I'm going to try to get this done today, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I can in one of my videos if you can do a double picture thing here. This here is a city design challenge, and if anybody's already submitted their city design and you already know if they allow you to do a double picture, go ahead and comment on this video and make my life easier. Because I mean, it's pretty late here, you know, when the design challenge comes in. So it's, yeah, it just now hit 5 a.m. my time. So, I mean, it's not surprising that I wouldn't have mine done yet. And as far as like what city designs win and which ones don't and what you should do and all that, you guys, I mean, honestly, I don't really know what the hell's going on with the voting. The voting is so off when it comes to this. Like, I've seen designs that are total garbage get, you know, five stars, and then other designs get 3 stars. And so my theory is, and this could be totally wrong, but just from doing research on Reddit and just kind of seeing what people are saying and their opinions, and then concluding my own opinion based off of my own experiences with the game, I had submitted a design challenge that I didn't try on, okay? It was one of the weeks that I had skipped doing a walkthrough with you guys, and I just decided that I was just going to submit one that I had put in all of, like, one of each of the categories. I still met the bonus requirements and all that, but I made sure to include a bunch of different types of stuff, but I didn't really make them look fabulous like I normally do, right? And so I noticed that I got a higher rating than I normally would. And I'm like, well, wait a minute here. When you do your voting, you vote based off of 2 cities. You pick one or the other. You're not voting based on, you're not, you know, calculating up stars. Like, I give this a 3-star or 2-star, whatever. So if it goes based off yes or no, like if your city gets picked over somebody else's city, then how is it that the design challenge, which the voting starts for everybody, how is it that the voting had only been in for like a minute, and some of these people's design challenges had already been up to 4 or 5 stars? That doesn't make sense, right? Because not that many votes have even been placed yet. It had only been open for like 30 seconds. So that has me questioning on whether your voting matters at all in terms of that person's stars. It almost seems like the game scans, you know, like, okay, this person has, you know, this much stuff placed, or this person has, you know, they've got walls placed, they've got this category, whatever, kind of like they do their checkmark list. It's computer animated or generated, and they decide based off the stuff that you've placed whether or not to give you, you know, a decent star rating. Because when I started looking through the people's cities that have high stars, most of them didn't have good displays, but they had a lot of different categories and things like that. And so it has me questioning if EA has already, basically that EA does the generating of, you know, how many stars your city gets in terms of voting, and then we vote for the purpose of pure entertainment and reward. Like, our vote doesn't really make a difference, it's just something that they allow us to do to basically give us like a key here and there, or some cash, or make it more fun for us, or whatever. But the problem is the voting is set up so terribly that this whole pick one or the other thing just doesn't make sense. And what really doesn't make sense to me is I go on Reddit and I go on Facebook and I see all these people and they're like, hey, this is my design challenge for the week, and they're snapping photos, and they do these really badass displays, and they don't win. And I don't see them. All I see are these little ones that have like 3 houses. You know, they have like 3 houses on them, and like a pond, and like 1 building, and that's usually the ones I get to vote on. I don't usually see anything worthy of even being voted on. And I see all these people that are really trying and putting out these good things, and for what? Like, if they're not being seen, what's the point in doing it? You know what I mean? So you spend all this time making these beautiful displays that are erased in a second, and they don't even matter when it comes to, you know, voting. That just seems foolish. So that's why I've just stopped, putting out all of this work on these displays to have them just erased anyways. I mean, it'd be one thing if you guys could actually like view them, or if you had like your own album of your city designs. That's what they should have done, is given you a private photo album that says your submissions, what you've submitted to the design challenge, and that way you can go back and look at the stuff that you've done. If you didn't take a screenshot, it would be there, in your game, and people could view it on your profile, like, oh, okay, that's what she's done. That would make more sense. But just to erase it and then have it not even be part of the voting, that just doesn't make sense. Now, again, I don't know if that's fact, but it certainly makes a lot more sense than this. Our vote makes your stars go up, or you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, how is it that, my designs only get a 3-star? A 3-star rating? Are you kidding me? That doesn't even make sense. And then you see the ones that get like a 4 or 5-star rating, and they're nowhere near as good. So it's really stupid. Hang on just a second, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm back. This is going to be a short video anyways, because it was mostly just about that mountain building, but I wanted to show you what it looks like at night, so you're aware. This whole thing lights up around the road, and then around the top of the bridge part has some little lights, but that's what it looks like at night. The train continues to go, up and around. It, like I said, it is large, so it's going to take up a good portion of your mountain. It's going to take up basically one whole section, which is why I'm pretty sure they just decided to give you guys the mountain items so that you'd be able to place it right away if you didn't have a slot available or whatever. So, yeah, then you get the 500 pink plum bob points with that thing. So those of you who, maybe didn't reach the end or just didn't want to have to upgrade any houses, then there you go. That was pretty, easy on that part. So another way to get those pink plum bob points, if you're still missing them, for cheap, a lot of people will buy the first VU pass because it's only like $2.99, and I think you get 100. I don't know if they changed that, but if you go here and you do your $4.99 for the 200, that's not a bad deal. But what you can do is, if you've reached a certain part of the pass, then what you can do is you can collect on that 60% off, coupon, and that'll go towards that $4.99. It'll make that about $2, and then you'll be able to get those pink plum bob points for about $2 instead of the $5. The problem with this, though, is that you will have to collect on the 5 times each VU unless you didn't purchase the premium pass yet. And in that case, then you would be able to just collect on the top part of the pass. Now, a lot of you guys should be right around, I don't know, I want to say here-ish or further if you're following the Missy's Building Guide and you're in the Mega League, because you guys should be earning a pretty nice, substantial amount of points. You're not, just doing whatever like me and a bunch of players that just play, for the hell of it. I don't play COM competitively on this city. It's just not worth it. I showed you guys a while back what it was like for a high-level player to play COM, and I showed you 2 weeks in a row I played COM competitively. I was able to finish all my tasks, within the first 2 days and, run that 2K or higher average. But the problem was the cost is just astronomical. It doesn't matter how you go about it. You end up paying crazy amounts for flights, and the regional, honestly, is what really kills you. Those regional shipments and coin tasks are the worst. They just, because they're on that timer, you basically, even if you don't have a regional currency task, you're almost forced to get those done, or have a really huge overstock of regional items that you can depend on to sell to the sim bubbles that pop up for that regional currency. That's going to be more likely what you end up focusing on. Now, as far as the walkthrough city, I'm going to get that going today. I did upload part 7, I believe is what it was got uploaded last night, and then we are doing part 8 today. Okay, so it's just about ready to join a group. We've almost hit level 18, and we will get that going, and I will see you guys on there.